I forgot to get this whole thing set up ahead of schedule. This afternoon has been absolutely nuts. So I will wait for a few folks to trickle in. It has just been one of those days. One of those days. So I'm going to press my energy drink there. And then I'm going to try to continue to work on the video for tomorrow. Hopefully for tomorrow. We shall see. Alright, so who do we have? There's a couple of you guys who are here. Let's see. Say hi. Please and thank you.
It's a wrap for the wrap.
Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to... What up, Jimmy? How you doing? I haven't poured yet. I am trying to work on tomorrow's, or a video for tomorrow. I won't say tomorrow's video. I'm trying to work on a video for tomorrow. Trying to get it finished. Yeah, so we shall see if I can get it taken care of in a timely enough fashion. Let's see, who else do we have?
Wrap.
Let's see. What up, Kent? How you doing? Hey, Kent, look. Really appreciate this. I have a new water bottle. So I had to, adorn it with some of my, favorite stickers that were readily available. That was one of the ones that was right in front of me. So I was like, I guess Ken will go on this one too. What up? Steven, what's up? Neil, how you doing this evening? Thanks, Ken. Appreciate that. So I am trying to edit, multitask. Trying to edit tomorrow's video. Well, edit a video for tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow's video. We shall see if this actually gets finished. Because if I'm talking to you guys for a couple hours, I'm not editing a video. So, let's see here. Oh, wait. I think I may have callbacks. Yes. Let's see what this is. Darn it. Let's see. Also watching the match. Rodgers, Brady versus Allen, Mahomes. What match? Oh.
Wrap.
Neil said, and how are all my friends today? Everybody good, I hope? Yes, indeed. Blind Man Cooking. He says, hey, everyone. Quentin says, hey, yo. So I'm sorry. Give me a moment.
Wrap.
I am trying to finish editing the video. This afternoon has been ridiculous. Alright, I think that's good. A little of this, a little of that. Alright, I'm gonna have to finish this later because I want to talk to you guys. So how's everybody doing? So shout out, what up, Cooking with Shay? How you doing this evening? Hello to you too. Quentin says, just slap the salmon on the egg. Now we wait. And now we wait patiently for the egg to do what it's supposed to do. While you wait on that salmon, I'm about to start pouring. So got the cup, with the bougie ice. You guys, y'all know the bougie ice. And I need another energy drink, so I'll be right back. Let's get over here. Walk down the elevator. Oh, excuse me. You know, does anybody have an in with Rockstar or Monster? Because I sure could use a sponsor. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. All right. So if you guys know me, y'all know what this is. Half up front. We'll see how the conversation goes to determine if I get to the other half. Ooh, buddy. And we got the energy drink popping. Just a regular old sugar-free Rockstar tonight. We're gonna top that thing way up, and oh yeah, buddy. All right, so hopefully everybody's doing well. I saved this. Save. I don't know. How many of you guys have lost videos while editing? It's not a fun feeling. I saved like 1,000,000 times. Marcus says, aloha everyone. Dave, what's going on? Dave's checking in from Dave's Racing Channel. Dave is a fellow car guy. It's funny. I see Dave on certain live streams. So like Drag Week is coming up, Dave. I hope you're excited because I know I'm excited. Fishing video. I filmed some stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to be filming. I don't know if I'm going to be putting together a video from the fishing trip. It went well, but it didn't end well. I'll allude. We will talk about that, and now I'm going to use that as a cliffhanger. So if you have not or do not, you will need to stick around for the second hour to ask about what I meant when I said it didn't end well. It went well, but it didn't end well. All right, let's see. KB says, well, look who's here. Howdy, Dash. What's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, man, Quentin says, Monster sent us unlimited energy drinks in the military. It's too fat for the military. Never got in. Greg Honeycutt says, hi, Dash and everybody. What's up, Greg? How you doing? Neil, that looks like a hangover in a cup. No, sir. When you have good enough moonshine or corn liquor, you do not get hangovers. I won't say it's impossible, but unless you are drinking too high of a proof or too high into the run, I won't say virtually, but usually you do not get hangovers. Quentin, man, yeah, I've been fishing. Where you been? I go fishing. I go up to Cape Cod, or I have been going up to Cape Cod for years now with my father-in-law. This past year or this year was the first time that I took my sons with me, and we had a great time. We had a fantastic time. Fantasy Barbecue says, hey, yo, what's going on? Yo says, I accidentally deleted 2 videos once. Man, let me tell you. It is... So first and foremost, one, I haven't done a cooking video in, I guess, since before Easter, because the last video I did, cooking video, was me frying some fish. So it's been at least a month or 2. With that being said, I'm having issues with my main camera. Like, for whatever reason, my main camera does not want to stay on. It's like it's stuck in a software reboot loop or something along those lines, but it just kept, like, I'd press the record button, it would record for 3 minutes max, and then it would loop, and a menu would pop up, and that menu would stop it from recording. I'm talking, I didn't notice it until after I was probably 5 or 6 minutes into talking. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't press record? Damn it. What up, Lap? How you doing? He said, what's good, Dash? I'm getting into catering more since starting this new job. Nice, nice, nice. Quentin says, "Oh, very nice. I just got two new rods for the kayak. I'm excited to test them out this weekend. Hoping to get on some nice redfish and flounder. Nice, nice. So, Quentin, you live further south. So, funny, oddly enough, I was headed in the opposite direction. I drove up to Cape Cod. So I drove 8 hours. It was 8 hours away where I went. Um, we go on a it is technically a headboat, but the group I go with, the guy who runs the trip, he charters the entire boat. So there are two vessels. One is called the Helen H. The other is called the Angler, and the Angler is the smaller of the two, and he chartered the entire vessel. And there was 25 of us on the boat, including myself, my two sons, my father-in-law, his son, and his son's son. So his another grandson. Steven, what up? DJ, is that Sanez? Sands? How do I say that? Thanks for the video, man. Love all the info you help us out with. That's what's up. Damn it. Jimmy said, I recently had 2 videos ruined from the same thing. It's a Sony thing, question mark. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I can do, but I have a warranty on my camera. I'm about to send it back to Amazon or open up another Shurion claim and send it back. Just sold a birthday party, 12 racks and 2 shoulders, $400. 12 racks? What? I think you might be undercharging a little bit there, buddy. So what up, Preston? How you doing? Is our PJ and Dino PJ around? Tell him I said what's up. Bill Delgado. He said, what's up, Dash? I was wondering, what do you charge for full service catering or on-site cooking? You do a flat fee or charge by the hour? So I charge by the hour, Bill. I have a flat hourly rate. Is that that kind of crosses both paths there? Yeah. So the whole thing is, I can't tell you what you should be charging per hour to cook on site, though. That's going to depend on your location and what you can, what your market will bear, is what I always say. So if you live in a high dollar, affluent area, you might be able to charge more than I do. But for me, where I am, I think I charge pretty fairly. Quentin says, man, that sounds like a good time. I'm hoping to get stepdad and some other family down here next month for a charter trip. Nice. Yeah, so the good and the bad is, when we go on this trip, we leave out of off of Cape Cod, and we go out between basically Cape Cod and Nantucket. I'm pretty sure that's the side of the Cape we're on. So we go out onto the Atlantic shelf, and we're only about 25-30 feet of water, and there's just schools of fish, boom, that are right there. So the captain puts us directly over top of the fish. All you have to do is drop your rod down. That's it. That is it. And I look, between the three of us, the boys and I won't say netted, but we caught 240 fish. So yeah. Lep says, that's my great niece is sweet 16, so I'm giving her my cost. Nice. I'm about to say, Lep, well, your niece better be grateful, or tell her I'm coming for her if she's not grateful. Because I'm doing some quick math, like, what? That ain't no money. What are you talking about? So yeah, man. Well, that's what's up. So hopefully with jobs like that, that's when you really want to kind of stick around and talk to people and let them know that you cook the food, and then try to make sure you have some business cards or some stickers or something, so that you can try to grow that business. Lep says, I can get $23 a rack. Nah, man, you can get more than that, buddy. For baby backs. Yeah, Quentin said, holy shit. Yeah, we caught a bunch of fish. So let's get into it. So tonight, I want to talk to you guys about disgruntled or unhappy customers. I think, you know, as with everything, anything and everything, you know as well as I do, Uncle Steve, he said, "What's up, my bearded brothers?" Uncle Steve, when you grow a beard? I haven't seen a picture of you in a while, but when did you grow a beard? And Uncle Steve, I want to thank you again for the shakes you sent out and the sauce. Man, I'm digging that. Yeah, really appreciate it. St. Louis, man, I still swear you could probably get more than that for St. Louis style ribs, man. St. Louis cut ribs. Cause I mean for a full spare, I don't know. I'm not. Let me not speculate. But you probably could get closer to $30 for a St. Louis if I had to just guess. Uncle Steve says can't. I grow to Joe Dirt. Yeah, that's why Daddy calls you Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt. But yeah, so tonight I want to talk to you guys about unhappy customers. And here's the thing: the sooner you realize that you are not going to please everybody, the sooner you are going to, you know, like sleep better at night, feel better, because when you worry about every single person or every single thing, unfortunately, that is a reality. But at the same time, you can't let every little thing get to you. You have to get over some stuff. You have to let some stuff go. All right, so I'm just trying to get set up here and make sure that I can check the live stream and it's all good. All right. Greg Honeycutt, he says, solve my only disgruntled with a phone call. Call me lucky. Well, Greg, so what was the situation? Mr. Richard, how you doing? I'm laughing at Neil because he has a video camera and a hammer. That's what I want to do with my video camera right now, and I'm like, I don't know if I should like try to hard reset it or what. I just don't know what is what I can do. Mr. Richard, I hope everything is good with you and yours, sir. Thank you for checking in. Really appreciate you doing that. Kevin James says, "Hey Dash, what's up, man?" What's up? The sky and the ceiling is up right now. No, I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm in a good place. Thank you for asking. Really do appreciate it. How's everybody doing? All right. So who else has a unhappy customers? Unhappy catering customer. I mean, oh goodness, I could tell some stories. There's been a few, and it's I won't say a rite of passage, but again, you have to. The sooner you realize that you are not going to please everybody, the sooner you are going to sleep better at night. Because if you just understand that some people, there is no pleasing some people, none. It doesn't matter what you do, right? They're just going to be unhappy. They're just unhappy people. Victor is here. He says, "Howdy, y'all. About to jump in the shower and head to work. Everyone have a great night. You too, sir." Jeremy Pena, he said, "Yo, what's up?" And he agrees with me. I'm telling you, man, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, just the sooner you realize that you're not going to please everyone and some people are just out to be angry, you know what? Every now and again, you just have to kind of throw your hands up and say, "Listen, I'm sorry. I know that there's nothing wrong with this, and just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's good, okay? Just because you have a problem with it doesn't mean there's something wrong with it." And you can do one of two things. You can either say, "Here's your money back. Thank you for playing. Don't worry about coming here again," or you can say, "There's nothing wrong with this. Unfortunately, if there's a problem, the problem lies within." Now, you can't usually say that to somebody, but you want to. You really want to. I mean, can I get a hand, like, for people who want to tell people, like, it's not me, it's you. It's you. If you keep going out to restaurants and you keep having problems every single time you go out, it's not the restaurants. It's you. Just comment it's you down below if you agree. Kevin says not yet and hopefully never. Kevin, I'm telling you, man, just grin and bear it. Embrace the suck when somebody's gonna start complaining because it'll happen. It might take you a while, but you know it is what it is. I'm telling you, man, it's just one of those realities. Greg says she didn't like everything, but she liked most. I said I appreciate the business, but they'd eaten everything, like or not. Yeah, man. Preston said, "Oh man, my stream was backed up. LOL. Now I'm up to present." Well, where's PJ and Dino PJ? God's Construction says, "Good evening, beautiful people," in his chat. Have you? I've seen some of these folks in this chat. I wouldn't go around throwing that beautiful word around. Let me just hold on. Can everybody else earmuffs? Earmuffs. I'm talking to God's Construction. Come on, I'll wait. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. Don't go telling these folks that they beautiful. They not beautiful. I'm telling you, some of them, the church ladies with the big hats, they be like, bless his heart. He has a kind soul. So don't be telling everybody they beautiful. Just don't do that. All right. Okay. Earmuffs off. Earmuffs off if you haven't already. All right. Apex says, absolutely, Dash, it's you. Look, KB put his hands up. Sam Preston said, I worked in restaurants for 25 years. I've heard a bunch. Yep. Victor says, I gotta say this, the cheaper the folks are, the harder they are to please. Drop bad customers and get new ones. Yes, indeed. Jeremy says, amen. Preston said, they around. They got some trouble, so they avoid me. All right, well, KB says, I'm kind of beautiful. Really? Neil said the only unhappy person is my wife. She does not like any kind of space. Oh, I guess place maybe. God's Construction. Tonka said that's correct. Cheap sometimes equals more problem. Oh yes. KB says bless my heart. I got my first graduation catering on the 18th. Hoping all goes well. So look, let's send some positive vibes in Kevin's direction. For real, man. Good luck, definitely. God's Construction says, you want me to say good for you? Yo, I love the inside jokes we have. I love the inside jokes we have. I'm telling you, good for you. Just tell them, good for you. Yes, good for you. Apex Custom Smoker says, good luck, Kevin. Listen, we all need some luck sometimes, man. We all need somebody rooting for us, cheering for us. We all need somebody to, give us that little big up and that pat on the back. And, if we can be that pat on the back for Kevin today, then yeah, man, let it be. Oh, man. Jimmy E said the only time so far I've had it happen was with the turkey. And when I asked to look at the problem, I was told there wasn't anything left. I smiled and said, so no problem. I like it. Listen, Jimmy. I like that. So here's the thing, right? The reason why we're talking about this tonight is because I got a text message from Big Steve. Big Steve is up in Illinois. And he said, hey man, he sent me a message. He said, hey man, I got a question for you. How do you handle people who are unhappy? And I said, well, it depends on what the problem is, unfortunately. And I told him, I said, hey man, I was filming. I said, I'm filming right now, so I can't talk to you right now, but how about I give you a call a little later? He's like, okay, cool. Oh boy, hello little girl. He's talking about me. No. So, I called Steve back, and I'm like, Steve, what's going on? He said, well, I got this customer who ordered a turkey breast, and she said she was unhappy because the turkey breast was undercooked. It wasn't done. And he said, no, man, I know the turkey was done. What made you believe that it was not done? And he said, the lady said, because it's pink. Okay. Okay. Comment down below what the response is. What is the response when someone says the meat isn't done? It's pink. I'll wait. I'll wait. I know there's a bit of a delay. So yeah. Neil says, so I understand now. I have to keep my mouth shut and can't tell people what I got. What I think got it. One time I had one time I had an unhappy customer, so I body slammed him through the barbecue. Nice, Teddy. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself or the smoker. KB says, bless your uneducated heart. Quentin says, lots of cuss words. Yep. So Gregory says, smoke ring. OG Eric and STL says, smoke ring. Who else is going to comment? What is it that makes the meat pink after you smoke it? What is it that does it? Because I want to make sure that we are in consensus, that we are in agreement as to what the problem could be. Anyway, anybody else have any? If you had a unhappy customer, please talk to me and tell me what it is that happened, and I'll talk about a couple of my unhappy customers. I won't say most of you guys who are here, who have been here, have heard these stories before. But you know, every now and again, there's some new folks, and y'all get to hear my horror stories and my battle stories, and oh man, it just brings back bad juju, bad memories, and I'm just like, seriously? Alright, so who else has what is it that causes the meat to be pink? Or what is your response when someone says, I got this thing and it's pink? What is it that you would say to that person? Hey, we are almost 30 minutes in, and if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it if you could. I say the same spiel almost every single week, week in and week out. I would, it really does help me feel better about doing these videos, and it helps my channel as well as it does help these videos. So if you could take a moment and hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. All right. Oh my goodness, just simply what? Yo, there were 15 likes. Now I'm up to 22. Man, you got me all tingly. Thank you. 23 likes. What? Oh man. Yeah. Oh, Saint Victor. I know, right? So you got Victor, and then you got a Gregory Saint Victor. Is there a Saint Victor? And what is he the saint of? If you know what, no. Before you even answer it, if I know the Saint Victor, knowing the Victor I know, he is the patron saint of salmon. That's what he is. He is the patron saint of salmon. Jimmy says when the customer is here, I be quiet, but when they leave, I be cussing again. Sure enough, Jimmy. Sure enough. KB says like. Thank you, KB. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Neil says it's the chemicals from the smoke getting into the meat, making it look like it's not cooked. Well, yes, indeed. Kevin says I took the new smoker trailer for a practice run over the weekend, and everyone else loved everything. But I wasn't pleased with how the pork butts came out. I'm usually my worst critic. What was wrong with the pork butts, Kevin? So, yes, Neil. It's not necessarily the chemicals. It is and we never really want to talk and use the word chemicals when we're talking about food, because that's just kind of off-putting. But it is the Maillard reaction, and the reaction from the smoke and the heat penetrating into the meat and the process of cooking. I'm looking for another word. It's not chemicals, but I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here on what the word I'm actually looking for. But Brandon Smoke says, "Hey yo, how you doing this evening?" Kevin, I completely understand about being your own worst critic, because that is me. And second to my own worst critic is my wife. She is hard on me. Um, Kevin says a little too chewy, not tender enough for my liking. So Kevin, if that's the case, then you probably just needed to cook it a little longer. It pork shoulder, I'm gonna say it's drop dead simple, but just when you think it's done, let it go for another half an hour probably. Brittany Smokes says, just so you know, there was a anti-2A ad coming on your stream. Oh man, what? Do they not know who I am? What I rep? Man, I feel like I just need to go clickety clack something just in case, just because. You are my second worst critic. I'm my own worst critic, and then she's my second worst critic, my wife. Bring the smoke says, just so you know, there were. Oh wait, no. Jimmy says compounds. I still don't know. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. KB says draft bark. No. It's the smoke from the wood entering the meat to make the smoke ring. Yes. It's the combination of the heat and the smoke. Nano says, hey yo, been a while, guys. Yes. Shoot. Yes, even. Jimmy says smoke. Yeah, I know, but it was getting late and I was getting drunk. Nope. That's the thing. How many times? See, Kevin, you might not have been around long enough to hear me say this. When I am cooking, I drink very little or not at all. Because, okay, this is, I would love to be like, tell me what I'm about to say. Because some of you guys are going to be like, here it is, but there's a delay. So I'm just going to wait a moment and maybe someone will comment what it is I'm about to say. But you do not drink very much while you're cooking, especially when you are cooking for other people. Insert phrase. Someone comment below. I'm waiting for the. I can see the. Where's the Jim Carrey typing on the keyboard? Come on, where is it? Where's my response? Because what is it I always say? Patricia, what's going on? She said, what's going on in here? Long time no see. Yes, indeed, Patricia. How you doing? Hopefully everything is good with you. There is a new video coming out. I keep wanting to say tomorrow, but this afternoon has just been, it has been an afternoon. Neil says you might get drunk and pass out. Goss Construction is looking for the comments. KB says it's like being the captain of the ship. Yep. Jimmy says I will go to sleep. Kevin says if it was a paying gig, I agree, but this is more for fun. Nope. I won't say it doesn't matter, but the whole thing is, it didn't turn out the way that you wanted, and you were giving that food to people who could possibly turn into paying gigs. So every gig is a paying gig, even if you're not getting paid. Come on. No one has answered the reason why I don't drink while I'm cooking. Or I don't drink very much. Every now and again I might have a beer or have a shot, but I do not drink, I won't say into excess, but typically nothing hard licorice. AQ Daddy, he says, hey yo, he says, hola. And Lou says, hey yo, what's going on, Dash and Barbecue fam? Luke Calamatis. How you doing, sir? No, the main reason why I don't drink is because I have passed out, and that's one of those ask me how I know. You can burn the meat. That's a good response. Yeah, but usually it's not burning the meat. Typically what ends up happening is the fire will go out, and if the fire goes out, it slows everything down. Neil says because you're actually working. All right. Patricia said I only drink when I want to screw up my own food. Yep, here you go. Eric says I'm gonna say for safety reasons. Nah, safety schmafety. Nope. The whole thing is because if you end up passing out, your fire goes out and it makes your cook take longer. Lou says I hope you're doing better than me. COVID for a while, for the whole fam except me. What? You know what it is, Lou? You deal with little kids and you've built up a resistance, a tolerance for it. So man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The boys in the house had it, while my wife and my daughter were fine. So I completely understand, and I won't say been there, but geez, hey, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. KB says, I remember a couple of live streams when you passed out. Listen, KB, we don't talk about that. You know, the first rule of this live stream is we don't talk about live streams when that things that were defamatory happen on the live stream. Don't. What live stream did I pass out on? What live stream? Huh? Neil said, all right, you good looking people. I'm going to bed. Talk to you later. Hey, Neil, thank you so very much for hanging out with us. I am greatly appreciative. And so is everyone else that you were able to grace us with your presence. Really do mean it. Look, Jimmy says, why you gotta bring up old stuff? Why you gotta bring, Jimmy right on point. KB said, I suddenly forgot. Patricia says, any new smokers? Patricia, I'm gonna coyly look away because I have not purchased any new smokers. Do I want new smokers? Yes. It's so funny. I got an email today and I did not respond to the gentleman who sent the email. He offered up, he told me he was getting a new smoker and he offered his current smoker, not, of course, he wanted me to pay for it, but he offered it up to me. And I'm just like, how can I afford that? Yeah. Brandy Smoke says, I absolutely nailed a perfect brisket for my friend's barbecue on Monday. That's what's up. I mean, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so again, don't tell Mayor. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lou says, don't feel bad. My coworker passed out during a lesson doing virtual learning. Damn. What? Patricia said, I finally got my big gravity fed dialed in and love it. That's what's up. Yes. You know, that moment when you finally get a smoke, when you tame a smoker, man, it's like taming a wild Mustang. You're like, I can ride across country on this horse. But man, oh man, like that's how it is. And I know I'm not there yet with Bernadette. Like me and Bessie, even Vicky and I have a little problems every now and again. But Bernadette, yo, that smoker just she be putting me through it. The blues. Lou said, I finally cooked the Snake River Farms brisket. So tell me you got your income tax without telling me you got your income tax. Aldo says, if you drink and get drunk, a potential customer will get the wrong impression. That is possible. Yeah, Patricia said, yes, it's like breaking in a horse. Oh, gosh. Lou said, and the kids are all over it. They took pictures. That's what's up, Lou. How old are your kids now, Lou? Goodness gracious, we have 41 folks on the live stream. I just want to say hi to everyone and thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos, these live streams, running this channel, and it helps these videos and it helps my channel. Oh, and one last thing, it doesn't cost you a thing. So please. Mr. Silver Bart says the Myra mixing water smokers are amazing, just expensive. Yep, those are one of the smokers that are on the list of once, like definitely once. All right, Brittany Smoke says, hey, I named my smoker. Please say hello to Brimstone. Hello, Brimstone. Are you near Brimstone? Like, can Brimstone hear me? Brimstone, I'm gonna need you to treat Bring the Smoke properly, because if you don't, there's gonna be some brimstone. All right? Yeah. Patricia says everything about Myron Mixon is overpriced. But you know what, Patricia? He has, you know, he's shown and proven. So I'm gonna say it's not necessarily that it's worth it, but look, smoke him if you got him. Oh, okay. Lou says, I mean, the kids in school took screenshots when my buddies fell over. Okay. All right. Lou says, this kid's are 4 and 21 months. Yes. So, Lou, I thought you were talking about the kids, your kids were taking pictures of your brisket. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. How old are your kids, Lou? Because, wait a minute. Yeah. Patricia said, even his wood is overpriced. We need not talk about other men's wood on my live stream. So, OG Eric says he has a cult following. Him and Aaron Franklin. Yo, I not that I don't get it, but I would love to get to that point where I have a cult following. I mean, like no BS. I would. I'm not even gonna lie and say, oh man, that's cute. It is what it is. I would love to get to that point. I mean, shoot, wouldn't you? Sean said, "What up?" Thanks, Patricia. You know. All right, so, excuse me. Come on, let's get back to the topic at hand. Unhappy catering customers. What has your experience been, and what did you do to help them? Oh, KB says you're there, Dash. Oh, thanks, KB. Heart click. Oh, man. Like, seriously. I appreciate you. Patricia says, LOL, I wouldn't want a cult following. I mean... Sean says, not sure if I missed it, but how was the fishing trip? I was going to talk about the fishing trip in the second hour because we did well, but it didn't end well. So, yeah. Eric says, Myron offers a $700 a seat cooking class at his house. So, yep, everything about him is expensive. Saint says, Saint's Urban Grill says, you got a great following. I do, but... I don't know. I always. I'm not gonna say I always want more, but I do. Hold on, look. Whoa, look. There's a wild taste tester number one. He can't. There's a wild taste tester number one. If only he could chew gum with his mouth closed. If only he could chew gum with his mouth closed. Brian Cash says, I've never had an unhappy customer to my knowledge. Brian, I mean, not for nothing. They're coming. There's always a hater. Let's see. Who? Loiters gonna Lloyd. Loiters are gonna Lloyd. Let's see. Brandy Smokes, what do you get in the class? Huh. You get a bill. That's what you get. You probably get him spitting on you. He seems like the type of person that gets real excited and exaggerates and starts spitting when he's talking. Oh, wait, not even talking. Bragging. He brags. I feel like he brags. Very braggadocious. But no, man, look, I can't hate at all because guess what? He has... You know, man says, "Hey, I'm the winningest man in barbecue." He's got the big checks to prove it, I guess. What's the other thing that I asked you to do? Yeah, you can do the dishes as long as you do the kitty litter, or you want which hold on. Should taste test number one clean the kitty litter first or do the dishes first? I say do the dishes first because I don't want your kitty litter hands on the dishes. Please and thank you. Excuse me. It is 9:46. If taste tester number 3 is not in bed, there's going to be trouble. OG Eric says sometimes they play mad or unhappy, hoping for a deep discount or free even. Guess what? Um, Sometimes that's the case, but here's the thing: if they come in and are unhappy, and I won't say I don't have a problem, but I can have and will refund people if they are unhappy. Like, I won't say no questions asked, but some people I will try to educate, like in the instance of not knowing what the smoke ring is and thinking that things are underdone. Other people, I'm just gonna flat out say, I'm sorry that you were unhappy, and move on, because there's no pleasing everyone, and you cannot refund every single person because you will go broke. OG says, bring the smoke, you get an apron. Tucker says, how about when they ask you for a quote and then they tell you the amount of people they will have, and then you price it and they say yes, but then cancel a week later? So here's the thing, Tonka, if you get a if you do a quote, and in order for someone to book me for a date, they have to give me a deposit. And if they cancel, then, within reason, I will give back most of the deposit. But if it's within, that week to 2 week range, and I've been telling people no to do other things, they're not getting that whole deposit back. Patricia said, do the dishes. Lou says, do the dishes. Johnny little Brian Cash says, I'll take that back. Got a wedding to cater June 18th. Don't want to put bad luck on myself. Yeah. Lou says, dishes in the sink is a pet peeve I have. Yeah. Patricia, it's not summer break yet. It's not summer break yet. Brandon Smoke says, Harry So, I like him better. There's certain, like pet peeves. Like I could, so I've seen Harry cook, and he does things that I don't particularly care for. Like pet peeve things, like touching raw meat and then touching seasoning bottles. When I say pet peeve and will get me to stop watching, that is one. Eric says, that's a hell of a loss. Yeah. Patricia says, I like Harry So, but damn, he's a talker. Guilty. I am a talker too. Patricia says, it's here in Florida. What? Oh, yeah. Not up here yet. But the kids in Florida probably go back to school earlier. Mr. Silver Bart says, I need to have a written contract spelling all this out. They can initial all the paragraphs. So when I use PayPal primarily for the majority of my invoices, and I put a note on the invoice that says you need to cancel, there's a deposit required, and if you cancel within a certain amount of time or within this period of time, a certain portion of your deposit could be forfeit. Patricia says, we have no snow days here. Yeah. Eric says, tomorrow is the last day here in the Lou. Yeah. Shoot. Our kids get out like next week. If not next week, then 2 weeks from now. But I think it's like next week. Pretty sure. Eric, I wish I could tell you what the name of the club I went to when we were in St. Louis. Now, mind you, I was in St. Louis in like 2000, 2001. And my friends and I went out to St. Louis, and man, we had a hell of a time. Hell of a time. It was such a long time ago that the club we went to, it played different music on different nights. Yeah. We went to the club on the wrong night, and they were playing techno, at the time it was considered techno. And I was like into it, like dancing on the stage, just lit. But Man, it was a good time. Wild Bill, he said, "What's good? What's good with you? How you doing this evening?" Steven, he says, "Smash the thumbs up." Well, knowing Steven, I wanted to say Steven. I need like a soundbite of Steven saying "smash the thumbs up," or even Jacqueline saying "smash the thumbs up." I like my Trinidadian accent is horrible. I ain't that drunk yet. Oh man, was it Bill? What is? Oh crap, Don. That's what it is. From the farm, Don from the farm. He said, "What's up, players? You gotta be cooler than that. You gotta like pop your collar. What up, players? Play like you walk in like play. What up, players?" Frank says, "Just started catering business here in Hawaii. Your videos have helped quite a bit." Well, mahalo, man. Shoot, what time is it there? What is it like? 6, 8 hour difference? Are you even finished at work yet? It's 9 o'clock. Almost 10 o'clock for me. What time is it there, Frank? All right. Wild Bill says he's doing great, and he thanks me. Well, thank you. No, really, thank you guys. All of you guys. Just want to take a moment and say thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching the videos. Frank's is almost 4. Man, the day has just begun. Like, I don't know. Hawaii is one of those places where I want to go but don't want to go. I want to go because it's like, I want to be able to check that box off and say I've been to Hawaii. But then I don't want to go because it's so far away. So far away. But man, I like stuff on Hawaii. Just it looks dope. Like dope. I think I'd fit in on Hawaii. It's so laid back. Well, hopefully, I'm only judging what I'm saying off of like movies and TV. I don't actually know anyone that lived on Hawaii. Actually, I do, but not really. It's beautiful, but living here is rough financially. I live in the DMV. It's not as bad, but like as far as financially living places, okay, so how much is a gallon of gasoline right now? Or actually, better yet, a gallon of diesel fuel. How much is that? And then I won't say gauge it, but yeah. Don says, "You remember my name? I feel like we've reached a new level in our relationship." We have, Don. We have. Heart click. I'm telling you, only the important people, not only the important people, but the more important people, I remember their names. Like, you made a lasting impression. It's because I can't say it's either Willapa or Willapa. And I just like I can't keep embarrassing myself because Victor was here and he's gone, thank goodness. And I know that I can't remember which way to pronounce the farm. So I had to force myself to remember Don. Oh my God, Frank says, "I don't know, gas is $5.40 a gallon." So I can tell you that is $1 more than what I paid. Eric, man, what's so funny? What's so funny, Eric? Eric Dunn, all right, said, you know how we do with the 15 Erics and no, it's just like the Erics be taking over. They be like 4 or 5 Erics deep. Eric says a regular unleaded is $4.19 here in Atlanta. So I just filled up my wife's van this evening. Gasoline regular unleaded was $4.55 per gallon, and that was at one of the popular stations, the Royal Farm, so the Rofo. And I got a car wash. I bought a car wash, so I got 20 cents off per gallon. And then I go over to the car wash, and the damn thing is closed. down for maintenance. So now I spent, I think, $11 or $12 on a car wash that I probably will forget to redeem just to save 20 cents. But I saved a whole bunch of money because I ended up getting 16. It's a racket. It's a racket. Frank says I can get it for $5.20 on base. Oh, wait, sir, you are in our military? Thank you, sir, for your service. I really do appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it, you know. Man, only thing though is like I appreciate your service, but then I'm like kind of jelly because you can go to like the PX and get stuff dirt cheap, and I'm like, man, I wish I could get briskets for like 15 cents a pound. And these cats be getting. I was talking to a lady today, and she was telling me that her husband works on a army base. I think it's army base. Here in Maryland, it's Fort Meade. And she was telling me that her husband got some spare ribs for like $5 for the entire slab of spares. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he got a whole pork loin, for like $15. I'm like, what? Those are like crackhead prices. Victor says, Don, my email address. Hey, here it is. Contact me. I've been listening. All right, well, Victor, that's what's up. Again, Victor is the patron saint of salmon. Frank says, but they don't have prime beef on base. It's all choice. Let me tell you something, Frank. Barbecue is low food, low country food, and if it's cooked correctly, it's cooked correctly. I won't say you're not gonna care. You're not gonna miss it. I won't say no, but man, listen. I will save a couple dollars and put a little extra time putting in some seasoning or put in a little extra time cooking properly, and I won't say you won't know the difference. Tonka says, don't matter at the price. I'll take my same choice, yeah. I'll take me some choice, yeah. Well, Tonka, I'm telling you, man, or woman, I don't know. If I cooked a choice brisket and I cooked a prime brisket and gave them both to you and said, all right, tell me which is which, you probably wouldn't be able to tell me. Kevin says, what seems to be the most common point of contention with unhappy customers? Taste, price, time, etc. Typically, it's the uneducated. The uneducated who see the pink smoke ring and they think meat is underdone. Can anyone confirm or deny that the major bode of contention is seeing the pink smoke ring and they think the meat is underdone? Oh, it's not cooked. Randy says, have a friend that works as a meat manager at a local chain store here in Iowa. He will sell me cases of prime brisket for 99 cents a pound. Last case I bought was only 79 cents. You know what, Randy? You know what we do when people come from Iowa? Because where's Kent? Kent comes in here. Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue. He's in Lemires, Iowa. Okay. Kent comes in here and he starts bragging and talking about what he doesn't pay for meat. And you know what I do? I do to Kent. You know what I do, Randy? You know what I do? I tell him to read between the lines. Read between the lines, Randy. Read between the lines, Randy. Man, don't come in here, you know. All right, thanks, Tonka. I just sometimes you know. KB says the ribs and the brisket at the commissaries are usually really thin. Listen, Kirby, what's going on, man? Here's the thing though, if you can get it and sell it, I won't say at a profit, but you can get it and sell it and have a higher margin than I would, man, get it. Victor says, patron saint of salmon. Sounds fishy. This is why Victor and I get along. The dad jokes, though, the punny stuff. Hilarious. Eric says 15-pound Costco Prime brisket was $60 on Sunday before Memorial Day. Shoot. Well, you painted yourself into a corner. What's my name? Bring the smoke. I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol. But okay. Pause. Hold on. Somebody play the Jeopardy music. I don't know why, but
We're gonna take this camera outside. One is a garlic parm.
I'm cheating. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm so many right now because I got.
Can you hear it?
What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at 17 pounds of chicken. I have seasoned at 3 different ways. One is a garlic parm.
How do you not introduce yourself to your viewers?
The third one is a red pepper. Why do I have so many chicken drums? Because I have a giant smoker. Why am I cooking so many right now? Because I can bring in this meat, burn it, and I put a chicken drum. It's a good way right here. And I'm going to bake. So what we're doing is we're going to take this camera outside and show you loading all the chicken drums onto.
I know it. I know I've heard it before.
Temperature 3 out.
Now it's gonna drive me crazy.
Alright, today we're going to be making a garlic parm.
Didn't say his name. Didn't say his name. Come on. I'm gonna go through and like him. Alright, why do you have 2 gloves on? And you touched the pork belly wrapper with a glove on. Ugh. Let's get saucy. Come on, introduce yourself. Yo, that's a lot of Tupperware containers. Damn it. Okay, you don't introduce yourself. Frank says, do you ever do small events like farmers markets and things like that? No, Frank, I don't. Unfortunately, the way Maryland is, in order for me to sell to the public, I have to have some other things that I don't necessarily have. Well, I don't have. Don says, I cook burgers on the Traeger for a church picnic. People be bringing it back, telling me it's not done. Need an educational smoke ring. They weren't buying it. Yeah. Victor says, I don't brag about free salmon. Be happy about the good prices. Don't be throwing it in others' faces. Yes. Brandon Smoke says, hello, you said you remember the important people's names. I might need you to read between the lines, Brandon Smoke, because I feel like it's like Chris or Mike or... Look, I'm going to blame it on the goose, okay? Hold on. Guess the proof. Go ahead. One last time. Okay. Ooh, buddy. Mr. Silverpart says, Joe. All right. I'll remember. Joe, I promise. I can see if the meat gets overdone, hard bark and or dry meat, then that could be a problem. What to do then? So, you can try to take out some of the harder bits, some of the crunchier bits out, because those crunchier bits. But see, it's one of those things, right? Don't tell Laura I yawned. So the crunchier, harder bits are. It's one of those things where some people like that and other people don't. So you have to figure out like a happy medium between the two. I'm a mystery. KB says the best deal I ever got was a 7-pound pork butt for a total of 1 penny. The price tag was a mistake, and the cashier said to me, "That's a really good deal." She rang it up. I just smiled. Bama in the Georgia Outdoors says, "Hey, bruh, good to see you doing these lives again. Are you clear tonight?" Yep. You probably saw it already. I'm on that rye apple moonshine tonight. Nice. Gotta go to bed soon because I gotta slang that mail tomorrow. Well, that's what's up. He said the Bama in Georgia. Yep. Mr. Silver Bark says Jen. Joe. See what I did there? Joe says, "LOL, I feel like your name starts with the letter." Low proof. Bub's lust went away too quickly. No. Jerry says, "Dash, my bro, good to see you." Thanks for what KB? What did I did? What I did no such thing. I don't know how you got blue. I don't how who made KB blue. Because we might have to have a discussion. All right. So low proof. I mean, I can tell you, this is about 110-ish. Yeah, yeah. I do not have a Discord. I won't say I wish. I don't think I could be as active on Discord as I would need to be. But you know, it's one of those things where if I were able to have a Discord, I will probably be in there off and on all day long, but I do not. Mr. Silver Bar says, "Not Everclear then." No. That is, it is genuine corn liquor. Genuine. I feel like I need to, I'm gonna say, get another jar. But the whole thing is, and Bama says low proof bubbles less went away too quickly. So Bama, the whole thing is, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the faster the bubbles dissipate, the higher the proof. I'm gonna say this again. The faster the bubbles dissipate, the higher the proof. You may be thinking about it conversely, like backwards. But yes, the higher the proof, the faster the bubbles dissipate. All right. Don says, "I see you, Victor. I'll give you an email." Yes. So the whole thing is, Don, send Victor an email so you guys can, like send him an email and Victor will get back to you with your number so you guys can connect, man, because that would be lovely. Like, I just think that's dope. Jerry says, "Dash, you should use moonshine for a barbecue sauce." I don't know, man. There is Jack Daniels sauce. The Jack Daniels. Yeah, man. Who remembers Epic Mealtime? Like Harley Morenstein, Jack Daniels. If you ever get on there, I have one. I'll send you an invite. All right. Thanks, Joe. It is Joe, right? Bama says, "Hey, Dash, you ever get down to the ATL area?" So yes and no. I have been through Atlanta, flying every now and again, and I was through Atlanta last year. I went through Atlanta. I ended up picking up a car in Atlanta. but like not often. I have let me say friend. I have a cousin that lives outside of Atlanta. Sous. Yes, definitely. I have a cousin that lives in Atlanta, and my cousin is a fellow pew pew guy, and he's been talking about trying to take me out, like hunting, and man, yeah. Jerry says, I'll give you my email, my bro. I use the rye apple in some of my sauce. What? Nice. So I don't know, I won't say I'm not a real rye fan, but I tried a bullet bourbon and a bullet rye, and I think I like the bullet rye better than I like the bullet bourbon. But I'm still kind of new to that whole brown liquor thing. I usually do vodka and moonshine. That's like the extent of what I drink. Don says, how did your fishing trip go last week? I tagged 2 sturgeon over the weekend. Fish and chips, heaven, nice. So I thought fish and chips was made out of cod. Victor says, Don, good to hear. I'll be down there several times this summer. I might be taking Harry in September to fish. So contact me soon. All right. So I have made zero mention of how my fishing trip went on social media. The fishing trip went well. Hey, Victor says, good night, folks. I'm off to work. Hey, look, you take great care, Victor. The fishing trip went well. It was a successful trip, but it ended, I won't say badly, but it didn't end how I would like it to have ended. So, my sons and I went up to Cape Cod, and we had an excellent time fishing. We had a great time. The boys were able to catch fish and do what they needed to do and get fish in the, I won't say in the boat, but they got them in the boat, and it was what it was. Take a shot with me, bro. I can see you. All right, well, hell, shit, might as well. Jerry. Ooh, woo. It's hot now. All right. So the way the fishing trip works is we go fishing on Thursday afternoon and we go fishing on Friday afternoon off the same vessel. Well, we go fishing on Thursday afternoon. We go back to usually one of the hotels, motels in the area, and then
just don't. I'm sorry.
taste tester number one.
No,
just walked down here and he's got something going on over there. I'm gonna leave it alone. Did you hurt your arm or something?
That it hurts.
From what?
I don't know. I did something to it yesterday, and I woke up and it hurt me worse.
Anyway, he's got like a makeshift sling on his arm. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, good night, Victor. Jerry, look, Joe says, Jerry, you talking to me? No, he was talking to me, but Joe, feel free to take a shot. Anyway, so we go fishing on Thursday afternoon. We stay at a local hotel, motel in the Hyannis, Barnstable area of Cape Cod. And then we go fishing again on Friday afternoon before we drive home. Now, it's an 8-hour ride from my house to where the marina is that we leave out of. And taste tester number one is shaking his head like it is a full-on 8 hours. And when I say it's 8 hours, like I was driving. I drove the van pretty hard. I drove Vanna pretty hard. Bama says, all right, Dash, I stay blessed, bruh. I'm out. Got to get to bed. Well, thank you very much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. So I overslept. I overslept. I set my alarm. Oh, so remember last Wednesday when I'm like, I don't want to drink too much. I gotta get up. This guy drank too much, I think, because I overslept. I turned off my alarm. Must have turned off my alarm in my sleep because I did set the alarm. I set my alarm for 1:15 a.m. I woke up at 3 a.m. Bruh. It was not a good look. 3 a.m. I popped up and I'm like, what the hell? Like, why didn't my alarm go off? And I'm like, oh damn, what the hell? It's 3 a.m. I wake up, I like go get the boys and like get up. Let's start getting moving. Let's start packing everything. Let's start getting everything in the van. Now the good thing was the majority of everything was in the van, but there were still some last minute things that had to go into the van. That being said, we didn't leave my house until like 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning. I needed to get on the boat to leave at noon. Can you do math? 4 a.m., noon, 8 hours. I had to beat feet. I started out on my journey and I was cruising at like 65, 70. And I realized that I wasn't going to get there in enough time. I bumped up the speed to about 75. The van didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. Met up with my father-in-law, caught my father-in-law, and you know, great. After we got past the George Washington Bridge and traffic with the George Washington Bridge, which is why I wanted to leave so early to get ahead of that traffic at the George Washington Bridge, but it didn't work out that way. So, like I said, met up with my father-in-law, and we were, like I said, beating feet to try to hurry up and get up to Cape Cod, central Cape Cod, in order to go fishing. Well, the van didn't like it. And by the time we got to Cape Cod, the van started smoking. Smoking. Like that Clarence Carter song, Smoking. Oh, it was Stroking, actually. It was the Clarence Carter song. But my aunt used to say smoking. Anyway, I got up to Cape Cod, like where we needed to be. I was up there at noon. And we were leaving at 1, which meant we had to be at the marina by like 12:30. I stopped at Harbor Freight quickly and went from Harbor Freight to the marina. And when I turned off the van and turned the van back on, it started smoking. And thick white smoke. And I'm like, oh, what is going on? So I'm like, well, the van didn't lose any power. It's not losing any power. Like, I'm just going to power on. So we get to the marina, park the van, get out, unpack everything, get the fishing rods, and it's like, all right, guys, come on, let's go. Get back into the van. The van is smoking now. I'm like, damn, man, what is going on? But it like smokes a little bit, like when I'm sitting still. But as soon as I start going, the smoke is not so bad. So I'm like, all right, well, all right. So we get in the van and I go to the hotel. Okay, cool. Get to the hotel. I park the van. Great. I check the oil. Oil is low. What the hell, man? Why is the oil low? All right. Coolant was good. So my father-in-law says, all right, well, if the oil's low and the coolant, I said, I'm just going to go to like Advanced Auto Parts or whatever and get some oil and some coolant so I can, I'm going to say, feel better. So I buy a gallon of oil and a gallon of coolant. I won't say add the whole gallon because I added, I think, 3 quarts. Like, it was low. The van takes like 15, 16 quarts, something like that. I'm like, no big deal. Well, start the van up. I'm like, yay, no smoke. Give it 3 minutes, it's smoking again. Great. So I'm like, damn. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna chill, right? We're not gonna drive the van anywhere we need to go on Thursday night. I'll just take my father-in-law's truck. Cool. He's like, yeah, man, take my truck wherever you need to. So I took his truck. We got oil and coolant, and then we ended up getting dinner. I got dinner for the boys and I. Go back to the hotel, chilling. Next morning, get up. He's like, "Oh, did you know, was it low on oil? Was it low on coolant?" Yep, it was low on oil and coolant at this point. I added both. Cool. We go to a tackle shop, right? Headed to the tackle shop. The van is smoking. Smoking. I'm like, damn. But the van isn't losing any power. Like, the van still's running on all 8 cylinders, it feels like. We go to the tackle shop, go in, talk to my guy at the tackle shop, look around at the pew stuff in the back, and boom. We leave the tackle shop, and then we go back to Harbor Freight. The van is just smoking. I get fuel. I top off the fuel tank. I'm like, well, I need fuel. I'm going to go ahead and top off the fuel tank, because if I'm going to get home, I need fuel. Get fuel, go to Harbor Freight, and then fart around the Harbor Freight. My father-in-law gets some stuff out of Harbor Freight. We head back to the marina. The entire time I'm driving around on Friday afternoon, the van is putting up like a smoke screen. Like a smoke screen. Smoke so bad. And I'm like, man, this isn't good. This is not good. So I try to park at the marina, just turn the van off. And the lady's like, oh no, you can't come in here yet. We still have the morning trip. It hasn't left yet. Once the morning trip leaves, I'll come and get you. She's like, park down there at, like little dirt parking lot. Park down there. I'll come and get you, and then you can come in and park. All right, cool. Wait a little while, and come back, and she's like, all right, what up, Grumpus? I go to park, and the van is smoking badly. Now, at this point, after driving around in the afternoon, like, it feels like it's running on 7 cylinders. 6 cylinders, even. It's just not running right. Not running 100%. And I'm just like, oh, my goodness. Like, what in the world? Now, mind you, I'm 450 some odd miles away from home. I have taste tester number 1 and 2 with me. I have coolers and fishing rods and all types of stuff. Grumpus, what's going on? So I'm just like, I gotta get us home. Like, how am I gonna get us home? Grumpus, no worries, man. I'm like, I gotta get us home. So while fishing, I stop fishing and I'm like, all right, let me make a couple phone calls. Let me reach out to a couple folks. So I reached out to a YouTuber, and I tried to say, I'm like, hey, I know this guy does car stuff. You have a different one on now. Why? So I'm like, I know this car YouTuber. He does things, and he, I won't say buys and sells cars from around the country, but he, I know he's got a driver in a trailer that might be able to bring my van home. I reach out to him, and he's like, oh man, my driver is in Pennsylvania. He won't get back to Connecticut until this time, and you are like 3 hours away from where I am in Connecticut, and then they go 8 hours from there, and like, it just compounded. So I'm like, yeah, I know. So he wasn't able to help me out. So I said, all right, well, I gotta get us home tonight. Well, between tonight into tomorrow morning. So I rented a U-Haul truck. I rented a 15-foot box U-Haul truck, and go to U-Haul, and my hope was I could go to U-Haul, rent not only a truck, but also a tow dolly, and tow my van back home. No, bro. No. Why would it be that easy? Why would it be that simple? No. Not at all. U-Haul said, oh, you have a 1-ton van? Yes. It's not going to fit on our dolly. Great. Hi Sam, what's going on? He said, evening, big fella. Peace and blessings to you and your family. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So, long story short, I ended up having to leave Vanna in Cape Cod. Vanna, to my knowledge, is still in Cape Cod in Hyannis. And I had to rent a U-Haul and drive the U-Haul back home. So we got off the ship. It was about 7 o'clock. I ran over to U-Haul. By the time I got in to the U-Haul, I mean, when I say the amount of smoke that the van was putting out was ridiculous at this point. I do have one video of all the smoke that was popping out from behind the van because I didn't want to have my phone in my hand trying to record the smoke coming out, and it was a thing, it really was. But I was able to get to U-Haul, managed to get to U-Haul, rented a truck. Once I rented the truck, taste tester number one, actually, he has his permit. He had to drive. He drove my van a little ways away, a couple blocks away, to a mall. There's a Macy's at the mall, and I was able to leave my van at the Macy's at the mall. So I'm hoping, I do not know whether or not my van is still there. So if there's anyone that's in the Cape Cod area, please let me know. And you can, like, I won't say I'll give you permission to drive my van, but I will give you permission to take my van somewhere safe where I know it can be left for a little while and it won't be an issue. Because I am worried because I don't have a means to track my van. But anyway, I had to leave my van in Massachusetts on Cape Cod, and I drove this U-Haul back home. I mean, talk about, man. Yeah. So by the time we got everything, I won't say squared away, by the time I got everything transferred, rented the van, rented the U-Haul, moved the van, moved everything into the U-Haul truck, cinched everything down, got everything squared away. It was after 9 o'clock. We ended up going to a Cumberland Farms, getting something to eat, because we hadn't eaten, getting something to eat, and then I was on the road. And when I say we drove. I didn't stop for like 4 hours. First stop was a rest stop. Let's see. Grandpa says, by this time the FBI has their dog sniffing your van. They probably do. But, I mean, I am so bummed because Vanna is 450 miles away from my house. 450 miles away. I've gotten one quote on going to get the van and then bringing it back. The quote to go and get the van was $2,000. Now, mind you, I believe that the problem with the van is the head gasket. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but there's no way a head gasket on a 6-liter diesel van is going to cost me anything less than, let's say, $2,500 to fix. No way. No way. Now, I do have, and I actually spoke with the mechanic, the diesel mechanic in that area, or a reputable, from what I've been told, diesel mechanic in that area. And when I talked to him, I said, hey, I have a van. Unfortunately, it broke down when I was up there on the Cape, in Hyannis. He's like, I won't be able to look at it for a couple weeks. I'm like, I don't care. I got time. I'm not in a rush. And he's like, well, that's the problem. I said, I was recommended you because I heard you were a reputable shop, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yep, that's everybody sends their stuff here, which is why I'm so backed up. And I'm like, I understand that, and I'm willing to deal with it. Can someone please go around the corner? Like, seriously, you could throw a stone from where your shop is to where my van is, or where my van's supposed to be. And, please go get my van, rescue it, and make sure it's safe. And he's like, I'll see what I can do. Damn it. So, yeah. I don't know what's going on with my van at this moment because have a couple different feelers out there for people who have trailers and might be able to go and help me go get the van. But the problem is my van is a 1-ton van. It's heavy. It is it's huge. And not every trailer that most people have like a car trailer that you can fit like 4,000 pounds of car on. Well, my van weighs more than a lot of those things, and yeah, it's just not safe. So anyway, there's that. So our trip was really good because we ended up catching a lot of fish, but it ended poorly because I had to leave my van in Cape Cod and rent a U-Haul. That, I mean, my credit card, oh my God, man, I don't know. I'm about to start having to sell food out of the back of my trunk again in order to try to pay down this credit card. So, can you share this video? Because, like I said, I'm not even going to like go into how much money I spent only on the U-Haul. Brokerage account. Oh. Goodness. I'm not even gonna go into how much I spent on the brokerage account. Excuse me, in my on my credit card. I mean, when I say the amount of money I've spent recently has just been ridiculous. Like, ridiculous just doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. I mean, yeah. Dallas is out. Sorry to hear about Vanna. Yeah. Jimmy says 2 events later, I can start to fix Vanna. Man, I wish. I actually have an event coming up this weekend and one next weekend. The one for next weekend, I still don't know exactly what. Like, I haven't finalized what's going on or what's going to happen. So, and actually, the one for this weekend, I haven't either. I sent out an invoice, but I got a little bit of pushback. So, finishing the energy drink at this point. Now that I'm thinking about all the things that I have to do and worry, it's just not a good thing. I say I have spent a lot of money. A lot of money in the past week and a half. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let me see. What the hell? What's the name? Brokerage. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Ain't it the way? Man, look. I took 1 step forward and probably like $2,500 worth of step back. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. Just not a good day, man. What the hell? Caught up. Let's see here. I'm looking at my brokerage account here to see if I can rob Peter to pay Paul. It's a red day today. Anyway. Oh, man. Don, like I said, it ain't even one step forward. It's like one step forward, $2,500 worth of steps backwards. And actually, let's just like fully clarify this. So far, we're looking at $1,500 of steps backwards. We ain't even get to the other rest of it yet. That's just a memory with the boys and a story to tell for years. I totally agree. Cause I didn't even tell y'all about the ride back in the U-Haul. Like it was rough. It was rough. I mean, okay, so like taste test number one is looking at me. So I ended up buying. I ended up renting a 15-foot truck because it had 3 seats, right? So 2 buckets and like a jump seat. So after 2 hours, 3 hours in that jump seat, taste tester number one was like, "Daddy, I can't anymore. Like I'm like stuck. There's no leg room. It's pretty uncomfortable." So I was like, "All right." I have some moving blankets from Vanna. The way all of the coolers are set up, it's like they're all cinched down. They're not going anywhere. You can go ahead in the back. He's like, "All right, cool." So we stop at a rest stop. I get them all set up. He goes into the back, lays down, out like a light. When people sleep while I'm driving, I call it time traveling. He time traveled 3 hours. So we are 6 hours in at this point when I stopped the second time, right? And I stopped the second time because I was in New Jersey and I was getting tired. I'm like, all right, I gotta do something to stay awake. I was like, you know what? Let me get something to eat and something to drink, some coffee, yada yada. So when we stop, he's like, all right, I'm gonna get out. Taste tester number 2 is like, all right, I'm gonna get out. Cool. Taste tester number 2 is like, oh, I'm good in the back. I'm gonna stay in the back. Okay. But we go into the rest area, and then we come out, and he's like, I think I want to trade spots and go in the, sit in the front, and taste tester number 1 can sit in the back, can be in the back. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get back out to the van, the moving van. Skinner Farms, what's going on? Hey, yo. So get back out to the van and I'm like, hey, taste tester number 1, taste tester number 2 wants to sit up front. You need to go in the back. Taste tester number 2 goes in the back, and I won't say all hell breaks loose, but So we have 2 hours to go to get home, basically. I ended up having to need fuel. So I got, gas. This is the gas van. So I ended up stopping not too far from my mom's house to get gas. And I'm like, all right, we got an hour and a half to go. Let's just get it. Need to buy a pen. So I'm like, all right, let's just get it. So I finally make it home, get out the van, and taste tester number 1, is cool. Taste tester number 2 is cool, but like the next day or that following afternoon, taste tester number 1 breaks out. Like he broke out, like his face broke out. So something on that blanket, like and then my wife ended up taking him to urgent care on Sunday. And the doctor or the nurse practitioner or the provider or whatever, whomever it was like, oh, he had an allergic reaction to something that possibly was on those blankets he was laying on, or maybe there was some dust mites or something. He broke out. And when I say broke out, like all on his arms, his lips were broken out, his cheeks were swollen, his arms were all itchy, and like, it was not a good look. It was not a good look. He was just like, so I'm like, great.
great.
What else can go wrong? So yes, they had a good time fishing. Yes, we caught a decent amount of fish. Yes, taste tester number 1 and I probably cleaned 3/4 of those fish. I'm not even gonna tell you about how long it took us to clean those fish. No. Oh my goodness. What? Would you do it again? Oh, he just looked at me and was like, I don't know about that now. Are you going downstairs to do the kitty litter? Forgot about that. Go ahead and walk past me. I'll cover up the camera. Hurry up. Anyway, all right. Is he? Yeah, all right. He's passed. Okay. Oh boy. It's been a time. It has been a time. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'd like to get to 2 hours. So I know we talked earlier about unhappy customers. Any of you guys who are still here have any dealings with unhappy customers? Because I said I was going to save talking about the fishing trip until the second hour, and yeah. I'll be right back. Hold on. Get a little something to eat. Yeah. Goodness. Perfect. Let's see. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, please go ahead and do that for me now. Who do we have still on? You guys are quiet tonight. Drinking and devil days go together like peas and carrots. Skinner says another channel and myself are going to be doing live on Saturday mornings. Interviewing other channels is called In the Spotlight with Josh and Mitchell. I need a pen to flip. Yeah. Alright, we're talking about Grumpus's pens. I think I have 1 or 2 of Grumpus's pens. Those devil days hit the spot. Hey, you know what I haven't done? Shout out to Sheldon. Oh, excuse me. Well, shout out to those people who are going to be watching it again later. I don't want to, like, I'm just going to apologize now. I don't want to put people out there and put out the govy and the non-govy. So, you know who you are. Thank you so very much for hanging out and rewatching the rewind. Let's see. Bernie said, "What up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Getting ready to serve my third shift for a CXS on-site catering. On site for about 20 hours total, not including prep day. Nice." Jerry says, "Dash, my bro, I would love to be your special guest." So Jerry, that is, I was reading from Skinner. Skinner is, I guess Skinner Farms is Josh. Josh says another channel and myself are going to be doing a live on Saturday mornings. All right, hold on one second. Taste test number 2 needs to walk past. One, I'm sorry. Great. He's injured. He doesn't want to shake us. It's injury. He's hobbling. Don't tell him I told you. So, Jerry, yeah, that was Josh from Skinner Farms. He says it's called In the Spotlight with Josh and Mitchell. Jimmy said, Dash did some authentic build time last weekend and screwed it up and took it to work today. My office stayed full till till it was gone. My office stayed full till it was gone. Yeah. Grumpus said, "What in the world?"
What? I didn't want to touch it with my hands. I wasn't big enough for my. I was too big for my.
Anyway. Grumpus says, "Oh, I forgot I have an Instagram now. Now you can send me your address there or check my About page on YouTube." Bernie says, "I'll have to catch the replay. But what was your unhappy customer story?" You know what's funny, Bernie? I never actually talked about it. But I've had a girl who bought ribs from me, and she swore up and down the ribs were underdone. They weren't cooked properly, and I'm like, yeah, they are. You see the smoke, the pink from the outside? That is the smoke penetrating into the meat. That is a telltale sign that barbecue was done correctly. When it's pink from the outside in, that's when it's done right. If the meat was pink from the bone out, that's when it's underdone. But this girl argued and argued and argued. Now here's the thing. You know, it's funny. I won't say I preach, but I talk about returning people's money. I didn't refund her money because I'm like, listen, you're not listening. You're not understanding that. I know that you just don't know any better. But that is fine because she was like, I'm gonna cook it more. I had to cook it more. I'm like, okay. Now I had a lady who genuinely had a turkey that was underdone, and when she called me, she said, hey, I just want to let you know that the turkey was a little underdone. We still ate it because we're just gonna put it in the oven and let it finish cooking, whatever. And I'm like, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Maybe when I attempted at a spot that was just had a little higher heat than the rest of it. I don't know what it was, but like, I'm sorry that happened to you. And I went ahead and refunded her money. So it is a thing about how the customer, I won't say approaches you, or how they how they come at you. If they come at you like, ew, I can't believe you sold me some underdone meat, I'm like, excuse me, please tell me how it was underdone. And if they proceed to tell me that it's pink, it's all pink on the outside, and that's raw. Seriously? No, it's not raw. That is the cooking, the smoking process. That is how you know you have good and smoked meats. Now the converse to that on one of the ones that I can remember like off the top of my head again was I smoked a turkey for a lady, and her turkey was underdone. And I said, look, I'm so sorry. Again, I might attempt it in a different spot. And I attempted incorrectly. Maybe it was just a hot spot. And I was like, as I'm talking to her, I put my phone on speakerphone. I gave her the refund while I'm on the phone talking to her. And then I said, by the time I was all said and done, I said, hey, do me a favor, make sure I went ahead and sent you, refunded your money. She said, no, you didn't have to do that. I said, listen, I have an unwritten rule where it's, you get satisfaction guaranteed. If I don't, if it's wrong or you don't like what you have, I'm gonna give you your money back. And when I did that, she was just like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, again, this is not something I'm going to broadcast to the world because I don't want to be taken advantage of. But if you're unhappy with what you have, or if something was wrong, in this case, the turkey was a little underdone. She was like, "No, you don't have to do that. I was just kind of trying to let you know." Um, she's like, "I was just trying to let you know that it was a little underdone." And I'm like, "Well, I appreciate it, but at the same time, here's your money." And this lady proceeds to order from me. Like, she orders from me at least once, maybe twice a year. At least once, maybe twice a year. And she's been a loyal customer of mine since 2015, 2016. Bernie says, treat you with respect and you treat them with respect. Back and some freebies. Indeed. Skinner says, yes, I look for the smoke ring when I cut into a piece of meat. Jimmy says, why is it always turkey? It's pink on the outside, people. So, Jimmy, here's the thing. Poultry takes smoke so well that it turns people off. That is it in a nutshell. Kazim says, long time. Where do you get your moonshine from? I got a guy. Got a guy. Got a guy. So, like, I know a guy and I got a guy. So, everybody has to have a guy. Like, I'm sure the whole thing is, the people who who are doing moonshine are not broadcasting it. So, I just so happen to stumble upon this guy and I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, what? Okay. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. So he hooks me up, but like I said, I got a guy. So Kazim, where are you? I've noticed that the beef turns red and poultry turns pink. Pork, I haven't smoked a lot of just yet. So pork is like chicken, it turns pinkish. But if you are pulling pork and you mix it all together, you really, really won't notice. Because by the time you pull the pork, it's there. And it mixes in, it blends in. Jimmy says, Kazim, you don't ask that question. Nah, I mean, you can ask away. I'm not going, the answer is the answer. I got a guy. That's the answer. I am half a jar in, and I am good. See, this is where y'all be trying to get me to drink more than one. Not gonna be able to do it. Listen, if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you could. I'm about to sink in this chair. Go ahead on to sleep. I am tired. KB said order your sticker pack to help with your fish trip to Boston. Thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it. Grumpus said moonshines are us. Oh, thank you, man. That dude. KB, that is so dope. I am so very appreciative. Man. I'm kind of chuckling to keep from crying. Kazim said, I need a moonshine plug. Yeah, he said he's in DMV. Alright, well. Ooh. I might have to be a huckleberry, like transfer through. So, Kazim, do me a favor and send me a message on Instagram. And I will try to be in touch. You are not the first person to ask, though. Oh, man. Jimmy says someone said earlier to take a shot with me, brother. Does that include a 188 with Uncle? No, sir. I took my shot already. I won't say already. I took a shot, and I'll take one more though. Only bad thing is that's been sitting out for what, 2 hours now, so it's hot. I'm out of chaser. Whew. Gazim said I'm a rookie, clearly. Man. I understand. Dude, so shoot me a message on Instagram and we can try to figure something out. I might be willing to come up off of some of my stash. Where in the DMV are you? Just, drop a city. Jimmy says the 188 is in the freezer. Jimmy, I hate that you are absolutely correct. I need to get up tomorrow. It is 1 hour. I've been at this for 1 hour and 56 minutes. Jimmy, man. Jimmy is like the ultimate bad influence. In a good way. Oh, man. Damn it, Jimmy. The logic is getting to me. Now he's trying to hype me up. Like, but you're Dash. You're the Dash. I know. I still don't have a cult following. There we go, Jimmy. Wait till I get a cult following. Then I'll be like, oh, what? You want me to drink from the 188? All right, like, I'm saving that one. Just ask me one time and I'll get up and go do it, though. Oh, that's such a bad influence. Okay. So I used to work in Atlanta. My company is now in Gaithersburg, or our offices are now in Gaithersburg. Damn it, Grumpus. Beat Jimmy to it. One sip can't hurt, he says. Little do they know. I know. Is where the air conditioner is, so I was cooler. Okay, welcome back. Future webcam billionaire says, "Hey, what's up? What's good?" This is Dad, but I'm imagining he meant Dash. He said, "What's good? Just got done filming." Yes. Okay. Oh, so this is the black top jar of death, because it is 188 proof. I feel like I should verify that, but I don't say no need. Skinner Farms. Is it Jesse? Josh? Josh. It was Josh. Josh says, I need to hit up my shine guy. I'm getting better. Josh says, I have a guy who has a guy. Yep, webcam billionaire. I figured, yo, I am done. Because I need to get up in the morning. Where's my lighter? I could probably, like... Instagram is Steel Drum Smokers. Yeah, Grumpus, he says, LOL, that was worth the walk. Sure enough. Can I keep my eyes open now? Nope. Good thing we are at the 2-hour mark. Damn it, and I have not finished editing the video. Remember I was talking about wanting to finish editing the video so I can get it out tomorrow? Kazim, my Instagram is Steel Drum Smokers. Probably could have just gone out to Instagram and like copied the link, pasted it, but the links in the chat, sometimes they just don't work out. Seems that I used to work at Chuck's Wagon Barbecue a few years before he sold the store. Where's that? That's what's up, webcam billionaire. Chocolate chunk cookie. And I'm gonna sit down with you guys and talk to you for another moment or so, and I'm gone. I'm gonna be gone real soon. All right, Kazim, thank you. I will try to follow you back. I like it when I know who people are. My goodness. Delicious. What's better than an insomnia cookie at 11 o'clock at night? Maybe 2 insomnia cookies? Yeah. That's about it. Alright, guys and gals. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to finish my cookie. I'm going to finish the edit. Shout out to Bumpy. I know you primarily watch the videos on a replay. So shout out to you. Thank you, sir, for watching all the way to the end. If you also watching to the end, comment below. If you are hearing me talk about this right now, comment below, and I'll make sure to shout you out in the next live stream. If I remember. Alright? Please and thank you. Alright, guys. Webcam Billionaire says peace. Well, talk to you soon. See my update soon. Alright. You let me know. And I mean, I'll check it out. I like being entertained. Mm. Okay, Kazim. I know what that is. Blind Man Cooking says cheers, y'all. Oh, Blind Man, I didn't describe it. I talked earlier, I was saying I was eating deviled eggs. So delicious. And then now I have some chocolate chunk cookies from Insomnia Cookies. I'm licking my finger. These, multiple dollar cookies are so dang on good. Mrs. Dash wanted some of these cookies the other day. I'm like, whatever, sure. KB says, see ya. Crumbus says, good night, everybody, or everyone. Oh, he's everybody. Alright, guys. I hit my goal of 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and get to bed. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. And keep an eye out for a video coming soon. We shall see how long it takes me to finish getting this updated. Deuces. Thanks, Jimmy, as always. And I'm gone.